A long time ago, there was a very beautiful girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had long red hair, green eyes, and freckles all over her nose. She was clever and kind, and she loved to tell jokes. But she was very unhappy. Her father and mother had died, and Cinderella lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters. Although they all lived in a big house, they were actually quite poor. Their money was nearly gone. Cinderella's stepmother wanted one of her daughters to marry a rich man so they would no longer be poor. But Cinderella's stepsisters were not as pretty as Cinderella, not as kind as Cinderella, and not as funny as Cinderella. The men who came to the house always fell immediately in love with Cinderella and never noticed the stepsisters. This frustrated the stepmother, so she ordered Cinderella to do all the chores.
Sweep the hallway, clean the kitchen, cook our dinner, tidy our bedrooms, mop the bathroom, wipe the windows. Quick, hurry!
Demanded the stepmother. The stepmother tried hard to make Cinderella miserable. The stepsisters had beautiful dresses and shoes, but Cinderella's dress was made of old rags. The stepsisters always ate the most delicious foods, but Cinderella always ate scraps. And the stepsisters slept in their comfortable beds in their bedrooms, but Cinderella slept on a straw bed on the kitchen floor. The animals were Cinderella's only friends. In the evening she sat beside the fireplace, in the kitchen, and told jokes to the family of mice who lived in the wall. She talked to the cat.
Things will get better one day,
She told the cat. One day, while Cinderella was in the garden picking pumpkins, a letter arrived at the house. It was an invitation to the king's summer ball. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were very excited.
The prince will be there. He is so handsome. He is so rich. He needs a wife.
The stepsisters spent weeks preparing for the ball. They bought new dresses, new shoes, and new handbags. On the day of the ball, Cinderella helped them put on their dresses and do their hair.
Oh, I have a wonderful idea.
Exclaimed the youngest stepsister.
Cinderella, come to the ball with us. It will be more fun if you are there. Oh, but you don't have anything to wear.
Laughed the oldest stepsister.
You can't meet the prince, wearing those dirty old clothes. What a shame. Maybe next time.
Cinderella tried not to cry. She finished dressing her sisters, and then went down to the kitchen. She sat beside the fire and sighed.
things will get better one day,
She told the cat. Just then, there was flash of light, and an old woman appeared in a corner of the kitchen.
Who are you?
Stammered Cinderella.
I am your fairy godmother.
Said the old woman.
You are an orphan, and all orphans have a fairy godmother.
The fairy godmother stroked the cat.
This cat tells me how kind you are, and how you always wish for things to get better one day. Today is that day. Cinderella, you are going to the king's ball. Fetch me a pumpkin.
Cinderella ran into the garden and picked a big, orange pumpkin. The fairy godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand, and it turned into a golden carriage.
Come here, little mice,
she said to the mice in the wall. She waved her wand again, and the mice turned into 6 beautiful horses to pull the carriage.
But I don't have a dress,
said Cinderella.
stand still,
said the fairy godmother. She waved her wand again, and Cinderella's dirty clothes turned into a spectacular silver dress. 2 beautiful glass shoes appeared on Cinderella's feet.
now go to the ball, but you must be home by midnight. When the clock strikes 12, your dress will turn back into rags, and your carriage will turn back into a pumpkin. Have fun,
said the fairy godmother. And with another flash of light, the fairy godmother disappeared.
I'm going to the ball,
said Cinderella. At the king's ball, the prince was very bored. He felt like he had danced with every young lady in the kingdom. All of the ladies were wearing beautiful dresses, but none of the ladies were interesting. None of them understood his jokes. The prince had just finished dancing with one of Cinderella's stepsisters, when the room suddenly fell silent. Everybody turned to look as the most beautiful girl walked through the door. She had long red hair and kind green eyes. Her dress was silver. Her shoes sparkled, like they were made of glass. It was Cinderella, but nobody recognized her. Not even her stepmother and stepsisters.